Alright, so welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about a few things before you do go and pull for JING YUAN. Again, I want you to have fun. I want you to do what you want. Whatever it is, if you want to pull, if you don't want to pull, if you want to wait, you want to throw maybe a few summons in, go full pity, go half pity. I'm just talking about some last minute things just to keep in the back of your head. Mainly a discussion, and I also want to go over what I want to do. But again, fully up to you. Make your decision. Have fun with the game. It's a PvE game. You can do whatever you want, theoretically, right? So again, best of luck to everybody pulling. Hope you guys all pop off. Hope everything you're looking for happens. Hopefully you get like idle on 6 just first multi. I don't know, right? Best of luck again. But today, let's jump into it. Let's talk about it real quick. JING YUAN, before he releases, last minute things to go over. Let's get into it. Also, again, like and subscribe. Thank you for the support. It's been crazy. First off, real quick, last chance for Zila. Make sure you at least have that in the back of your head that yes, you can now no longer pull for this character for upwards of, let's say, 6 months. We don't know when reruns occur for this game or how they work. We can base it off what Genshin does, but again, I don't want to get into that just yet. We don't know when reruns will occur. It could be 4 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, 12 months. Look at Eula. She still has not returned. That's a joke. Calm down. If you play Genshin, you understand. But 22 hours, this banner will be leaving. Make your decision. A very, very strong single target character. Absolutely crazy. Also, Zila and JING YUAN are both powerful characters, and they both will be remaining on the S tier category of tier list for a good amount of time. They are strong. Power creep is something we should worry about right now, so they'll remain to be strong. Obviously, over time, they may diminish that rank, but they'll remain there for a while. So, up to you. Both characters are really good. Versus Zila versus JING YUAN, both are strong. Don't want to do that comparison. Whoever you want is what you want. AoE versus single target, both are good, basically. Now, a real quick discussion with JING YUAN. I'll play like the trailers we had for him and some gameplay that we did have for him. But I do want to talk about this, right? So, how you can handle this banner. There's many approaches you can basically go with and just have on this banner. First approach is basically you can just throw some free-to-play summons in, see what happens. If you lose the 50-50, remember this, right? Your next character is guaranteed. And this is what I want to mention that people still don't understand with this gacha game. So, 90 pulls into the banner or around that point, that's when you will hit a 50-50 chance, right? That is a 50% chance versus a 50% chance to pull said character who is on raid up. Let's say that's JING YUAN, let's say that's Kafka, let's say that's whoever. That's how that works, correct? Now, if you wait and you see, okay, now I lost the 50-50. Let's say that's the case. That means the next time you get a, 5-star, you see that golden glow, that is your character you're looking for guaranteed, right? Let's say that this banner is more of a fun banner for you, just to throw some summons in it to see what happens, and you end up losing the 50-50. Realize now that that pity can be used on any character you need. Let's say JING YUAN is that character. Have fun, have a blast, go for it. Let's say he isn't and you were just doing this for fun. Remember, that guaranteed pity is big. That is a thing that you should now know, okay, I'm going to 180, I'm going potentially that high. This should be saved for a character I really want. If that's Kafka, if that's Blade, if that's Lucha, if that's Silverwolf, whoever that is, make sure you realize that that is an important thing, that's there, correct? Again, if you win the 50-50, at like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you just want a character. That's great, right? Now, you can go and save all those summons for a different character you also want. That's there. If you're pulling for him and then you also are at like 0 pity, you skip Zila, you can always, in Genshin, that's what I also think about, you can always put like a multi or two when your pity is not guaranteed, okay? Because if you pull the character, that's huge. You can then go for the next character and see what happens. That's always the thing that you can do. Again, never when your pity is guaranteed and you then throw a few summons into a banner and then you get the character, you're like, oh no, I don't want to get the character. Never do that, right? Again, logic stands. When you do not have a pity guaranteed, throw a few summons in, get the 4-star roster, have a bit of fun with those characters, and save the rest of the pity. Don't do too much for a different character. That's always a welcome thing. Fully up to you. Depends on how you want to play the game. Again, if you want to go full send for JING YUAN, full send it. He is a great character, very strong power AoE character. He'll be very good for long-term teams. He is going to not get power crept for a little bit. People are pushing that point that never summoned for the 1.0, 1.1 banners. They're going to get power crept. Bro, what? We're far from that. So have fun with the character. Everything about him is pretty cool. His animations, the freaking fact that he has a massive god supporting him and just like smashing the field. Overall, very, very good character. Just have fun. That's there. All right, so this is future me talking here. I'm editing this part into the video. So I talk about this image over here. That last character in the bottom right, some of you may not know who that is. So I wanted, just in case you haven't reached that point in the game, which again, I don't want to spoil it for you. So I'm going to keep that covered up, right? So again, you may know who that character is. If you do, there you go. But it's not even cared for, if you will, because that's far away. That is very far away before we get to that point. So it's fine to show you this, and I want to do it a little bit better. I'm going to keep the last one censored just in case you haven't seen that or you don't want to get it spoiled. So just keep that in mind. You may know who that is. you know who that is. And again, if you aren't pulling for Jing Yuan, or you rather are, or whatever, I'm sharing this with you also. You have this to look at. Again, I got sent this, so people were asking like, what am I gonna do? Like fill it out like myself. So I don't know who made this. I want to give the credit to the right person, but I can't find the credit to who to give it to. So whoever it is, let me know. I'll try to pin a comment there. But this is a great way to think about who do I pull for, right? You could go off a little bit of a attack board here, say like, oh, I want Jing Yuan, check that off. I want Silver Wolf, I want that, whoever you want, you can go off that way. But again, we have Jing Yuan. We have probably either Silver Wolf, then Luocha, or Luocha, then Silver Wolf, we don't know. But Yukong will be a 4-star that'll be in these banners. So again, if that's a reason you want Yukong, that'll be in one of these 2 banners here. There will be Kafka. Kafka is a character that has a similar kit and a very similar idea to what Jing Yuan is. So again, realize that if that maybe Kafka is a stronger character. People want Kafka for many reasons. There are many reasons. Again, you could also call her Makima for some reason. I only get Makima vibes. No one sees it. I keep saying it. People are like, no, I don't see it. How? They act the same. That's fine. Moving forward. Blade, I don't know how to say her name still. I'll work on the pronunciation. And then I honestly have no idea who the hell that is. I don't know who that is. Oh, wait, no, I know who that is. But let's ignore who that is. So with it, that's what it looks like. Again, that's what like the upcoming banners kind of is. Remember, it depends on what you're doing, right? These have time. You have 3 weeks between banners. Let's say you summon for him. Theoretically, you can pull Kafka. You can, right? Again, why would you? They're both similar characters and the similar mindsets, whatever. But again, it matters the fact that, yes, this game is going to take a little bit to get a pity. Your pity is important. When you have a pity, use that for a character you care for. That's really the thing at the end of the day, that yes, it's Genshin style. You're going to be suffering if you're free to play for a little bit, because it will take you time to amass pulls, right? Every update we get like 600 free pulls or 420 or whatever, and that's a low amount. That is, okay? So when you do reach a pity, it's a big thing for you, because that is going to be a character you pull, and then you might have to wait 3 months to get another character, right? So again, and that's again only if you actually have to go to the 180. So realize that yes, at the end of the day, it is big when you pull a character, so keep that in mind, that you should go for who you love, okay? It doesn't matter meta, it doesn't matter whatever. Again, yes, he's an AoE DPS, that's what it is, and support is, in these type of games, always the more powerful thing, because you always want a good support, because then anybody can be your DPS, if that's the case, right? So again, maybe Silver Wolf, maybe Luocha's a better pick. Again, maybe Jing Yuan gets destroyed by Kafka. I really don't see that's the case. I think that they both will be good characters, just if you're pulling for Jing Yuan, then don't pull for Kafka. But if you like Kafka more than Jing Yuan, pull for that. It depends where you are in the game currently. Just have fun with it. That's what I wanted to mention and get off my little board here, so that you at least know. Again, say for whoever you want. Make sure your pity is important to you, and you're like, oh, I want this character, then I go for it. Again, that's it, really. So just keep that in the back of your head when you're doing everything. Yes, overall, that's what I wanted to bring to you here today. Just talk about and just have a little bit of a discussion. I want to give you my plan also. So I do plan to pull for Jing Yuan here, only because I love characters with follow-up attacks, and he does have outstanding animations, and I am super hyped for him, correct? I do like Kafka. I do. That is the case, but I probably will skip Kafka. Really, it doesn't matter to me. My goal here is to try and pull him before the 90. Let's say I lose the 50-50, my goal might reset and I might like go off a different approach here. But again, I already have my healer, correct, on my main account. I already have Bailu, right? So I don't need Luocha, I don't need him. What is it? Silver Wolf does exist, but I personally don't need her, theoretically. I'm going to probably skip that too. I don't really need to go for that. Again, it depends. If I lose the 50-50, I'll see what happens, right? But I do want a main DPS character that is AoE, that is Jing Yuan. Again, I don't want to save till Kafka. Kafka's too long away. I'm not waiting 2-3 months to wait for that character, which again, we don't know if it's 2-3 months away. It could be more. So because of that, I would like to have fun with the game right now. I would like to pull right now. Jing Yuan is the bet that I'm going to go for. Again, if Kafka takes like 6 months to get here, we'll see what happens. We don't know. So again, my plan is to go for that. Build a team over that, because I already have so many supporting characters for him. That'll be pretty good. And again, he's the only DPS we have until Kafka. If you think about it theoretically, right? You have 2 supports right after this, or if you want to consider Silver Wolf a sub DPS, but they're supports. I'll consider that, right? So it'll be some time. I can build a free-to-play variant, or I can pull for a character over on the main banner and see how that goes. But I'd rather just go all in Jing Yuan, see what happens. But again, I do hope to win the 50-50. That'll be huge. If I don't, well, plan changes. So we'll see what happens there. But again, best of luck to everybody. Hopefully you don't have to have that decision in the back of your head. Hopefully you all win the 50-50. But that's a thing that I do want to reconsider. If it does get into play that happens, I still want to pull for him. So I may just do it right away and say, screw it. I'll lose the guaranteed and aim for him right away. But again, depends, right? So again, that's my plan. Hopefully you have a thing set in your head. JING YUAN releases in about 22 hours, so stay tuned for that. Be ready, be hyped. I will not be pulling for his light cone for anyone asking. Again, I am playing the game free to play, as I always do with every game that I cover on any channel, so keep that in mind. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I am super hyped. We'll see how the update is. With it, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe. Peace out and enjoy. Been it for me. Quick little discussion. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah.